What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have a bunch of things to discuss in the market. Obviously, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Digibyte to Bitcoin. Obviously, you guys know the market pumped up a shit ton, and I think a lot of you guys want to know is where is the market going from here on out? When are we buying back in? As you guys know, I took profits out, and I'm going to be showing you that in a second. But a lot of people are questioning me as to when's the next time we should buy back in for the run? Well, that's a really great question that we're going to answer in today's video. Otherwise, I will be giving the results for the crypto raffle that we did at around 9,400 subscribers because of how late my videos have been coming out. So that will be also in today's episode. Otherwise, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. We will be doing another giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, so make sure to smash that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. So before we jump into the coin market cap, which you can see I'm on right now, I just want to pull our attention to the YouTube random comment picker. So as you guys can see, I've loaded up the YouTube URL from one of the two possible videos that you could have commented your Litecoin address on. I'm going to click get YouTube comments, and now that we have 100 unique commenters, this means that if you double commented, it doesn't count, you only get one raffle. I'm going to click right here, and it will pick the person who, if they commented their Litecoin address, will get sent $25 of free Litecoin. All right, so let's click start and see who wins, and I'll send it after this video. So who will it be? There we go. Uh-oh. He did not comment his Litecoin address. We're going to have to do it again. Start. Now let's choose a different one. Let's see if this one has their Litecoin address. All right, so that took a little bit longer than usual. It found a couple of people who commented but did not actually include a Litecoin address. Right here we have Tolvanar. I've been watching about 6 months. Keep up the great work. He actually included his Litecoin address, so I will be sending him his Litecoin right after this video. Guys, if you were interested in getting involved in that raffle, you had to have commented your Litecoin address. Otherwise, guys, moving on to the actual market, you can see here we are on the current coin market cap. Market is 251.4 billion with a 24-hour volume of 76.8 billion and a Bitcoin dominance of 56.8%. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation right now throughout the market, a lot of sideways trading after this really big pump that we had. So as you guys can see, out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, 4 out of the 10 are in red, the other 6 are in green, but they're really not up by much. The only one that's really doing well is Binance Coin, once again pumping crazy. We were watching this coin all the way back when it was like $5, and now it's $35. That is absolutely incredible to see how Binance is really just pumping their cryptocurrency. At $35, it is absolutely, astonishing. Litecoin, though, is up 3.7% at $101.90. So we're doing pretty damn well. Otherwise, the market is sort of consolidating. We're seeing pretty much coins just trading out sideways. If they're down, they're only down by like a percentage. So it's really not changing the market that much. Otherwise, guys, moving our focus now to the Litecoin charts. As you guys know, we did make a trade on eToro. Our previous one, I apologize for this loading in, but we did make a trade on eToro right here where we bought Litecoin back when I did say Litecoin was headed down, and you can see it was right around, I believe it was here, back when Litecoin fell to around $84 to $85. I said this was a great opportunity to be buying into Litecoin. This was back when the bottom of our ascending wedge was forming. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is the ascending wedge, these purple uptrends that we have, and the price got caught in between here, so we knew that once we hit the bottom right here, it was most likely going to shoot up. As to how high we were going to go, it kind of gets tough. I'm a conservative trader, so the second we pretty much hit the top resistance here, which is the top of this uptrend, I sold off at around $96. That's enough profit for me. We did go to 101 or 102. Actually, which is quite a bit, but we don't know when that retracement is going to start, so that is why I sold off. You can see right here now that eToro loaded up, we bought it at $88.95 and we sold it at $95.37. And unfortunately, there is a delay on eToro, which it really doesn't matter for virtually simulated trading, which means that it does kind of the buy orders come in a little bit later. So I tried to buy in at 86 and I put the order in at 88.95, but it doesn't matter. We still profited $721, meaning off this $10,000 trade we made almost $1,000, which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. So we're up about $3,600, I'd say, rounding up in our portfolio since we've added on eToro, which is pretty incredible if you ask me, with these very conservative, easy trades. So the biggest question now is, when are we going to consolidate back down, or are we going to pump higher? So obviously, looking at the charts as if it was me investing and when I plan on buying back in, we're in the same scenario as we were back in May 16th. This means that it does look like, you can see previously we were actually overbought in these charts, but we're not necessarily overbought just yet. We are quite high, and I believe when we were up at 104, we were entering overbought. So what this means is we need to consolidate down a little bit further. We need to retrace back down, average out our RSI, and then potentially start swinging up to the upside. So what we're really looking for is a consolidation. So we could either pull down and trade off of this uptrend, which wouldn't be ideal because I do think we need to pull back lower, or we need to retrace back down into the bottom and hit somewhere along this line, and that would be a great buying opportunity to start dollar cost averaging once again. That means dollar cost averaging, for those of you who are new, covering our asses. So if the coin, if we buy in when we hit right here and we decide to fall lower, the next buying opportunity would be down here to lower our break-even point. Obviously, we would scale this down every time we fell lower. We would put more in our portfolio, and that would leverage, the market and where we bought it at, and it would lower our break-even point. So when we start to head back up, we don't have to get to that first buy-in mistake. It could be right in the middle, so it minimizes our risk ratio, which is pretty awesome. So I do want to make a huge shout out though to every single person who has been joining me on Patreon. It is absolutely incredible. I think we're about to hit 70 patrons out of the 100 goal that I had, and I think we're going to blast right through that too. But every day I've literally been signing on and checking my email, and there's like 5 or 6 more people joining my Patreon. So huge shout out to all you guys for helping support me. And honestly, it does help you guys in the end. I've heard a lot of great feedback from everybody on the Patreon. For those of you who don't know what my Patreon is or what it does, it's the second link in the description, and all it is a way to get exclusive access to all these charts. A lot of you guys have to wait the delay of me editing and uploading on YouTube, and these charts come out a little bit later than when the market actually hits, because we know the markets are, when they hit, and if you're a little late on it, you're screwed. So what Patreon does is it gives you these live updating charts that I have. I can send you exclusive private charts that I make, and I offer tutoring services, as well as I do have a great community, and we are able to react live and figure out what the market's happening, buying orders, things like that. So huge shout out to all you guys for supporting me. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's the second link in the description. It's pretty awesome. But you can see we are a little bit overextended right now. There's still room to grow up higher with the way Litecoin is looking. The biggest consultant that I have is going to be on Bitcoin. We're going to have to check out Bitcoin and see whether or not that is going to pull us down, or if we're going to start to head up a little bit more. So let's shift our focus right now to Bitcoin, which is literally on the cusp of being overbought, and I think the top of its uptrend is at 82.50, and that's when it will become overbought, and it looks like that's where the price is heading, and it makes sense. We found an ascending triangle. I was telling my clients when I was tutoring them that we found this ascending triangle right here, and it looks to be like this is a resistance up at the top here. So the coin may hit off of here and fall back down, and then we're going to consolidate into this point here with either a break to the upside or a break to the downside. Now, the way this is trading, the fact that we're so near overbought, there's more, I'd say a 60-40 chance that we're going to pull back down, which isn't really something that's unhealthy or anything, because the market has been pumping up so greatly that a retracement of a bigger scale down to here isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it would be a great buying opportunity for me since we liquidated everything out of our last Litecoin trade. I'm getting ready for the next major move, potentially to the downside, because we are still near overbought on Bitcoin's charts. Lastly, let's check out Digibyte, and then we'll wrap up, Ethereum, and then we'll wrap up today's episode with Digibyte. You can see Ethereum is also trading near overbought, very similar to what Bitcoin's pattern is doing. But we do have one thing, is that we are trading in between a channel right here. So we have our top resistance at 270, and we have our bottom support at around 230. So it seems like the coin really just likes to bounce off into here. And now this doesn't mean it's a bad thing to see this type of consolidation, because there's still money to be made on all these moves to the upside. So we did miss the last one, which should move up like this. But the next time we head back down like this may be an opportunity to buy back in and to dollar cost average, because I always like to dollar cost average. I don't like to go, a Hail Mary and put all of our money in, because let's say we go like this and we fall down to here. We bought in 10% here, and by chance we don't head up. We don't bounce up. We actually come down lower. We're going to end up hitting this bottom uptrends, and that would be a great buying opportunity. Honestly, I believe, and what I'm going to be doing is any point along this bottom uptrend is a great opportunity to be buying into the market. So a good, position right here with 10% in of your portfolio, and then another 10% if we come down here would honestly be really, really, really good to lock in some profits, because I think we're going to shoot right back up to the top right here. So a pattern like this honestly looks really nice. We could see something like this, and then there's obviously going to be a bigger break once we hit right over here, the end of the triangle. We could either see a major pump to the upside or a major retracement to the downside, but we're not going to worry about that. It doesn't really matter, because we're here to make money off these little plays. And then we can either see, if we break up a little bit, we'll buy in once the breakout is confirmed, and we'll make money off the rise up. Or if we decide to retrace lower, we'll make money once we hit the bottom, which we can obviously figure out when the time comes. But we don't have, we have a couple of weeks till that even happens. So lastly, let's look at Digibyte, a coin that's doing very well. We also see an ascending triangle forming, and the coin looks good. It seems like we're breaking through our top resistance band, which looks nice, and it looks like the coin wants to head back up to its high-low MMA, which is right around here. So it really does not look all that bad. We're going to see potentially a move to the upside. This is definitely a riskier coin. I don't have Digibyte on eToro, so I don't really want to get involved in it, but use this at your own precaution. I definitely see opportunity for a move up to here, considering it is only trading at around 50 on the RSI, and it seems to be doing what it wants compared to the rest of the market. So there's definitely room for this coin to grow up a little bit higher. So it's up to you if you guys want to invest in that coin. But otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. Congratulations to the person that won the $25 Litecoin giveaway. We'll be doing another one at 10K, so make sure to smash that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.